Welcome back, everybody, to Funky Star TV. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Now, without killing much time, I want to introduce the headline that we want to take a look into. Remember, Inec have been a very, very big problem to Nigerian electoral system or to Nigerian election. They have been so deceptive, so manipulative, very corny set of organization, and they always act like criminals all the time during the election. They turn our electoral system upside down, and that is not good for a nation, and that is a threat to democracy. Inec as a body is a serious threat to Nigerian democracy. So it have to be scrapped completely. And this particular news story is from the former president of Nigeria, Pa Olusegun Obasanjo. And he is not the only one that is talking about this particular issue concerning Inec people. There's another fellow. After we finish with Olusegun Obasanjo's comment, we're going to go down to see the other man who is also saying the same thing about the Inec people. Because if you are serious about democracy, honestly, you have to avoid calling on the Inec people as the referee of any election in Nigeria. They are disgrace to this particular democracy they claimed that we have in Nigeria. So Olusegun Obasanjo demands overhaul of INEC leadership amid concerns over Nigeria's future. According to a report by Premium Time, former Nigerian President Olusegun Obasanjo called for the immediate removal of the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC. Chairman Mahmoud Yakubu and other leaders of various levels of government during a keynote address at the Chinua Achebe Leadership Forum at Yale University. Obasanjo expressed concerns about Nigeria's leadership crisis and urged comprehensive reforms to address the country's governance challenges. Reference Chinua Achebe's observation in The Trouble with Nigeria. Obasanjo stated that leadership failure remains the root cause of Nigeria's problem, exacerbated by systematic risk like election fraud, terrorism, and corruption. He also highlighted Nigeria's economic decline, citing the drop in GDP from $510 billion in 2014 to $199 billion in 2024 by the International Monetary Fund. Obasanjo's call for the overhaul of INEC leadership comes amidst growing worries about Nigeria's political stability and its ability to hold free and fair elections. Social media users in Nigeria have responded with a mix of support and skepticism, with some agreeing that an electoral commission shake-up is necessary, while others question if such a move would address the country's deeper governance crisis. Actually, Nigeria have a very, very serious problem. It's not even only about the INEC people, but what about the political leadership, like the president and the governors and all those bad guys in the hands of affairs. So Nigeria have a very big troubling situations that need to be addressed. Okay, and how to address the situation remains problem. Now, Make we go into the second person when they talk about this Inec people, that they should, that Nigerian government should disband Inec and prosecute them seriously. Okay, the man named Chuks Nwachukwu. He said in the headline, anybody interested in democracy has to disband Inec, prosecute and jail the leaders. Chuks Nwachukwu. Now, remember, in this platform, there have been a lot of times when Funky Star TV come on, they tell Nigerian people, say, look, this is the problem. And I still insist on that. Because this INEC chairman, if he's not arrested, prosecuted, and be jailed for at least life imprisonment for his crimes and corruptions against Nigeria electoral system, against the Nigerian people, look, there will be no free and fair election. If that body called INEC, they're not disband them, finally, nothing, no change will ever come to Nigeria as per the election. Because these are the people. But don't forget, say, the same man when be INEC, some few weeks back, the man come and they claim, say, the people that is to blame now the political leaders, the politicians. So, because he said, according to him, it's like, every time he's under duress, like you must have to do this, you must have to say that. That is according to him. He said that the politicians, they are to be blamed about the situation, the bad situation surrounding the issue of the election in Nigeria. So, but truth be told, if Nigeria as a whole, all the whole political leaders, if we not come together to ban this organization, to scrap, destroy, and disrupt this organization called INEC, there will be no free and fair election. And I'm happy that a lot of people now don't they wake up to this particular call. INEC is the problem of Nigeria election. INEC is the problem of our election. Okay? But not only INEC, ladies and gentlemen, but the problem started from INEC. Then you see the politicians. We can also say that they are birds of the same feather. But the problem INEC is causing in the political arena is enormous. Enormous problem, enormous damage. Okay? This man, when they nyan, when we choose Nwachukwu na barrister. Choose Nwachukwu, a barrister, a former presidential candidate of the All Grassroots Alliance, AGA, has called for urgent reforms in Nigeria's electoral system, criticizing the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, for its role in flawed elections. In an interview with Daily Independent, Nwachukwu stated that INEC's current leadership lacks credibility and has failed to uphold democratic principles and suggested dissolving the organization, prosecuting its leaders, and replacing them with individuals capable of restoring trust in the electoral processes. He underlined the importance of credible elections in sustaining democracy. According to him, even those who rig elections typically try to maintain the appearance of fairness. However, he argued that recent electoral processes in Nigeria have been so compromised that they risk eroding public trust entirely. The former candidate stressed that urgent action is needed to prevent further damage to Nigeria's democracy and argued that a restructured INEC led by individuals with integrity could ensure elections that reflect the will of the people. Anybody interested in democracy has to disband INEC. He has to dissolve the organization, send the leaders home, prosecute and jail them to restore sanity If I were Muhammadu Yakubu, I would have resigned immediately after the presidential election. I will know that my being there is incompatible with any good image for that organization and credibility of the election. Election must have credibility. Even people who want to rig elections try to rig in a manner that will not destroy the credibility of the process. They are rather substitute in the riggings, because when the credibility of the process is destroyed, then it will turn to a free for all. People will go there. It will be like one village meeting. Chairs may start flying and everybody will go home and bring out his machete and stick. It is eventually where it will lead to, he said. So, ladies and gentlemen, these are the things when all these politicians in Nigeria that they tell us regarding the electoral system and the people manipulating the election. They specifically pointed their fingers on top this man's head, Wemby Momodu. Momodu is the chief ringmaster of manipulating election in Nigeria. You know, yeah, when this man they tell us, man, if to say na him be the person when then, if to say na him be Muhammadu Yakubu, if we don't resign after the presidential election, and that now they don't care, they rig the election openly, broad daylight, kuro, but before, according to this guy, when be Wachuku, before people used to hide rigging election, but now Muhammadu don't make it legal. Now it is legal to rig election in Nigeria since they are doing it openly and without any punishment. You know, these people have to be held accountable. They have to be held accountable, otherwise there will be anarchy in Nigeria. A time will come when we see nobody go, begin to go with all this kind of nonsense when our political leaders, they tell us every now and then. Even the election itself, the vote itself, they're not a counter. Their own not to just give marks, give number.